Okay, so we're going to assume we're live on Facebook. Hey, everybody.
Hey.
So I'm Annie Hunting from Sage Stone Mallas, and today I have with me Lisa Friedt, lover of life, joyful woman, creative strategist. I met Lisa at a breath workshop, actually, many years ago that she had hosted at her house. It was incredible. And just ever since then, we just sort of clicked and have been connecting with each other ever since. And I'm super excited to have Lisa here. Lisa, what is in your cup this morning?
So I have my favorite cup, and it's like, that's a horrible idea. What time? Which, like, I think is totally appropriate. I literally only have a dark roast coffee in my cup this morning. Because it's my first coffee of the day.
Black, I see.
Yes, that's my favorite way.
Yeah. So today I have a immune boosting vibrancy tea. This is from Ancestor, which are out of Nelson, BC. I can post that link. And I put in some of this lavender honey from Mob Honey. I'll also post that link. This is a great time to support local, guys. So let's do that. So when I reached out to Lisa and, said, I'd love to have you participate in this thing that I'm starting, and what would you like to talk about? Lisa said she wants to talk about the next best step. And so I'm excited to hear what that is to you, Lisa. And so let's hear it. Go.
Yeah, well, first off, thanks for having me, Annie. I'm grateful to be a part of the conversation and to see your beautiful face. Always, always, always.
Likewise.
So the next best step is really simple. And I find that these days, well, things are ever changing right at the moment, but these days lots of things are complicated and they can feel frustrating and overwhelming. And whether or not we're trying to navigate life or business or relationships, we can find ourselves lost, right? And overwhelmed. So one of the practices that I've been using for years and then started to realize that other people use it too is simply that, the next best step, which is tapping in, tuning into your inner knowing, whether it be like to your soul, to your heart, to source, spirit, God, universe, whatever language best suits you. And just asking what the next best step is, hearing it and taking it. And it is so beautifully simple that you can do it countless times a day or ignore it and avoid it. It's up to you. But it is something simple that will get you more traction than any guru, any program, any strategy ever will.
I see. So what the technique is, if you will, is that throughout the day, at various points throughout the day, to ask yourself, what is the next best step?
It's that simple.
I love it.
You're already breathing. You're likely already wondering, what do I do? And so you just close your eyes, settle in.
Oh, and it's so simple. I feel like right now it's so easy for people to get overwhelmed and feel like all of these really heavy emotions and not necessarily even all their own emotions, but all of the emotions that are just like so prevalent and prominent, just like out there in the world right now, and people can really take that on. So it's just like, it's such a simple thing. What's the next best step? I love it.
Right?
Yeah.
And you'll hear it. Like, you might get somebody's name come to mind to reach out to. It might be take a shower, take a nap, get outside, stretch your traps, like whatever it is. It's never complicated, and it is never multiple steps delivered at a time. It's literally the next best one.
Yeah. Yeah. So if somebody, let's say somebody sits, they ask themselves, what's the next best step? Nothing's immediately coming up for them. Is there like a technique that they can use to tap into it, or to, better follow their intuition? Do you know what I mean? Like, are there any sort of exercises that can be used to sort of find it if they're having trouble getting that message?
So there's a few different things that I use. Some people like to tap their heart center 3 times and just do it with intention, knowing that in that simple process of tapping their heart center 3 times, it's like knocking on the door, opening that connection, and just asking, right?
Yeah.
The other thing that can happen is sitting palms up and being able to receive that. And knowing like, oh, if I haven't received the step here, it might be that I need to settle in a little bit, to breathe a little more.
Yeah.
And if you're like, I can't get it, there's nothing going on, I don't know, like, I'm not hearing it, it's just like nothing's working, and you're in that space, and let's face it, we've all been there probably multiple times a day in the last little while. The things that I love to do most are very simple. I will go for a drive, or I will wash dishes by hand, or I will have a shower. Something that I'm engaged in doing, something that doesn't require like intense. Now, this sounds bad that I just said go for a drive, and I'm like, it doesn't require intense concentration. But I mean, it's like, I don't recommend driving somewhere you've never driven before. So you're not like trying to figure out where you're going to turn and what things look like, but a place that you feel comfortable and that you can just be moving, you in motion in some way to allow that to come in, and know that the answer is going to come. It'll come at the right and perfect time. It won't be wrong. You're not doing it wrong. You're not broken. The connection is there and alive and well. And just trusting that and asking again.
Yeah. So. I know Abraham Hicks talks about what influence you're under when you receive messages, and you know that, you know, it is really the next best step if you're under a good influence when those messages come in. So I love that, like taking the time to like settle back into your own skin and then waiting to receive that message. That's perfect. Yeah.
I find it to be helpful, and sometimes I'm like, that's like, where did that even come from? Why would somebody think that that's the next best step? But you still take it because it's exercise faith and trust, and you take that next best step and you're like, wow, that changed everything.
Yeah.
Like everything in that moment.
Yeah.
And it's beautiful.
So what are you finding right now in the current global climate? What are your next best steps? I mean, not just, you know, in the moment, day to day, but where are you at, you know, in your business, in your family? Like what are your current steps, I guess, on a more grander scale?
So I find it really interesting because so many people, I know that Annie said like, hey, I'm a creative strategist. Yeah, like I create business ideas for businesses. I help create new income streams and new client streams and all kinds of things like that for other businesses. And for me, the guidance that I keep getting is to just slow it right down, pull everything back, be still, go deeper into faith and trust, and just let this sort out. Something beautiful is unfolding here.
Yeah.
And there's no need to force it. There's no need to try and fix it. There's no need to create out of frantic energy.
Yes.
Even though, to be really honest, what I would like to do is just like go really far into masculine energy and just start cranking out stuff, because I'm like, I want to be of service. I want to be showing up. I want to support all the people. I want to do all the things. And every time my energy, like my guidance is to just like pull it right back, slow it down, do the things that make you joyful. And then the next steps will be crystal clear.
Yes.
So
yes, totally. Krista and I touched on this in the last episode about how, you know, there's sort of this allowance to, like you said, step back and proceed from a place of just pure alignment, like just like literally what you're saying, what is the next best step, and feeling into that. And I feel like in that way that what is created is just so much more in tune with what we need, with what the world needs, with what collectively needs to happen. Yeah.
Absolutely. And when we're aligned, when we are centered, when we are grounded, when we are deeply rooted in our knowing and in our being, only good things come from that.
Yes, 100%.
So I'm having fun with my family. And well, we did fancy dress dinner last night, which I was very excited about. And so Delaney picked my dress, and then we all got fancied up, and I was like, let's take a picture. And that turned into tears, and then it wasn't quite so much fun, because you got to remember there's a lot of emotions that are going on, and they shift and change like the weather. None of them are permanent. And I was like, okay, this wasn't as much fun as I thought it would be. But opportunities to try and laugh at times like that and try again tomorrow, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
How about you? What are you feeling with what's going on with you and your business?
Yeah, no, I mean, what you're saying is it resonates. I found that, you know, there's also like you know, you kind of feel compelled to go very much into the yang and like drive hard to provide, but I feel, I mean, we're so blessed that we are abundantly supported in ways by, you know, not just the people we care about, but by the government in Canada is providing supports for families as well. I feel very lucky for that. But it's definitely allowing me to slow down and to take stock and to feed my family and to have quality time there, and then also take time for myself to go, where am I at? Where's my business at? Where do I want this to be going? And driving that, exploring that without feeling this like panic and rush behind it. So it's been great. Yeah. And I'm excited. Like, I just feel excited, and I don't know exactly what it's going to look like on the other side, but I'm excited about it. So, yeah.
You know, I keep getting this overwhelming message that we're going to be more prosperous on the other side of this than we were before, because so many systems are crumbling and falling, and so many beliefs, like long-held beliefs, are being shattered now. And only good things can come from this. And then I'm also very blessed. Like, I have a large cattle ranch with access to more land and space than most people ever will. And so I'm hanging out in Sherwood Park right now, but I'm counting down the days till I'm heading to the ranch anyway. So I'm going to be riding horses every day and being like, summer just started early.
Yeah. Oh, that's beautiful.
So prepare for all the ranch photos.
I can't wait. I love your ranch photos. There's another thing I've been asking people is for ideas of creative ways. I mean, you already gave one, having a dress up night, having dress up dinner at home. I think that's fantastic. We did something similar, only we did it in our jammies, but we pretended we were in a restaurant and had menus and everything. But yeah, I'm just looking for some awesome ideas for, you know, things that people can do while they're spending their time at home, whether it be, you know, personally or with your family. Or do you have anything to offer?
So we have in our basement's fully finished. So we have a spare bedroom that has like all the best linens and all the prettiest pillows and all the things. Like, it's like really fancy. Our guests are treated really well. Yeah. And it has its own bathroom and everything like that. Its own little living area. It's very quite nice. So I figured we'd go down there, give it a big freshening up, and then each member of the family gets to have a hotel staycation there, complete with room service and little like gift bags and treats and stuff like that.
I love that.
And
That's
then
awesome.
You've got space. If you want to read, you can read. If you want to journal, you can journal. If you want to play video games, you can play video games. You can jump on the bed. It doesn't matter. You can sleep all day. It's just your little staycation.
I love that. That's perfect. I'm going to have to take that one. Awesome. Okay. What's next? What's going on with you? What's like what is there, or do you have offerings on the table right now for people to access? What's going on for you that you want to share with everybody?
So the one offer that I have that is open to the public right now is what I call Victory via Voxer, which is really just Voxer coaching. It goes back and forth. It lets you to be able to talk out what you need or type out whatever you need, and it's in the moment. So when you get stuck and you're like, I can't access that next right step right now, I can't tap into that energy myself because maybe there's lots going on, fear, overwhelm, whatever it is, we can do that together. And you get me, I would say like instantly, like if I'm up and around and my phone is near me, you get me, right? And so what I've been offering that for is for $111 per week or $444 for the month. If it's a 5-week month, you get a bonus if you're paying by the month, but there's no contract, no obligation. It's just week by week, whatever you need, and an opportunity to tap in and connect. So I find that my clients have great success with that they don't spend a lot of time wondering what to do next, especially when it comes to business and strategy, which is the thing that I do well and love to do, but also in their life, in their spirituality, and in their relationships.
Yeah, I love the angel numbers.
I roll with them.
Yeah. Beautiful. So how do people connect with you, Lisa? How do you want people to connect with you? Facebook, your website, Instagram? What do you?
So the easiest way to connect with me is on Facebook. I live there. I enjoy Instagram, but I'm there like scoping out everybody else versus remembering to put my own content up. So who knows, maybe in this time I will get Instagram figured out as a way of me playing on there. But Facebook's the best way. Lisa Friedt, you can find me on my personal profile or on my business page, whichever way. Hit me up, send me a message. Let's connect.
Awesome. Awesome. Give me something you're grateful for today before we close out.
Oh my goodness. The technology that connects us all around the world all the time. Like, can you imagine 30 years ago trying to go through this and how that could be scary on a different level altogether?
Yes, absolutely. We had a game night with my cousins in Calgary the other night. It was fantastic. It was so much fun.
What game? What game are you playing?
My cousin set it up. I'm not sure the name of it, but I'll find out and I'll shoot it to you. Yeah.
I think I'm going out to find a game, a Pictionary game to deliver to our favorite board game friends, because I need them to play Pictionary so we can play it on Zoom and like keep track together.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Yeah. There are some apps that have games that you can share screen with. And so people would sign up on or tap in on Zoom, and then you share the screen, and the screen is the game, and then you play on your phone. That's how we did it. Anyway.
Fun. I want to send me the link. I'm in.
I will send the link. I'll also put the link under this when I post it as well, so everybody gets access to that. So awesome. Lisa, thank you so much. Is there anything else you want to add before we close out?
The only thing that I would say is just, if you're feeling alone, if you're feeling stuck, if you're feeling overwhelmed, if you're like, there are so many feelings and I don't even know if they're mine right now, please reach out and get help, ask for help, ask for support. You can always message me. I don't care if we've never talked before, you can always message me. We're in this together and we are going to come out the other side brighter and better and ready to shine.
Yes. Beautiful. Thank you so much, Lisa, and have a beautiful and blessed day. And we'll talk
Same to you.
All right.
Bye.